Good evening, everyone. Anthony, Wall Street Trader, 6:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Tuesday, December 14, 2021. This isn't financial advice, educational. Click to subscribe, share the video, click the thumbs up. We're here to talk about Nucypher and Keep. Okay, Nucypher caught a bid last night. Caught a bid around 2 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Came all the way up, hit this line of resistance that we've been talking about, and came all the way back down. I just literally started drawing a new line of support. This is the line of support here at 70 cents. Certainly a new area, a new low line of support. So we're still hitting newer lows since December 3rd. We've got a nice, again, this is a rectangle, and we see it chopping around here for right now. So 70 cents to 80 cents. So we're going to go into what's going on in the underlying pair. Nucypher Bitcoin. Looking like we're kind of holding on to a prayer here. I feel like Bon Jovi when I say that, but roughly a 1,500 or so line of support. If we start really melting down here, we could be hitting 1431. It's a good few percentage points down. Nothing overly to worry about. I mean, we are used to volatility for sure. So a few percentage points down, I think we could stomach that. It's when it turns into 50%. That's where it gets ugly. But I think overall, a few percentage points down could put us down to 70 cents or maybe possibly 68 cents. We do have a line of support all the way down here on this, on the blue line for the Nucypher dollar pair to around 66 cents. So, this looks sort of promising. We have equal amplitudes here to feel like there might be some reversal here. So something different that we haven't necessarily seen in the past in the prior price action since we've hit the high back in October. So Nucypher Bitcoin looking for that bounce at 1510, resistance at 1662. Let's go over to Keep US dollar. To another two lines. I'm going to zoom out on this one because this one's a little more interesting than normal. Okay, so since July on the Keep US dollar pair, we started to see higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Now we are getting to a point. This is a resistance area for Keep US dollar also. As you can see, we've been hitting it all the way down. And on the way up, we've been hitting it. Now we're hitting it again. So we really don't want to go below this line here. We have a 56 handle on support. It's a good 10% away from where we are now. We're at 61 cents. So we do have dual lines of resistance possibly, depending on when we can get over this thing. But, this is a tough call here. But I think, this is a much longer term line. I think this one will be much harder to crack, although this line of one support and our resistance is also pretty long. So this is a heads or tails situation here, but once it starts moving one way, it should be moving quick. So if you're a day trader, you should keep hawking on this because this period of time, by December 18th, between now and December 18th, you'll be wanting to keep your eye on this period of time for the Keep US dollar pair. And in terms of Keep to Bitcoin, we do have that area of resistance up here. Also now an area of support at 1220 down here. So we are certainly finding that support here because of some prior resistance back here, as well as some support over here and resistance back there. So we'll see how this thing goes, but right now looking like we've got some time before decisions made more closer to the end of the year on this one. So we've got a couple of areas of volatility in our crosshairs, one coming up between now and the 18th and one towards the end of the year. So we'll see how those handle themselves. In the meantime, Bitcoin US dollar is still in the broadening bullish wedge because it is descending. And if we break through 52,475, which is the current area of resistance, we should race back up to the point at which it started. If you've been watching the Nucypher videos long enough, you'll remember we were stuck in this thing for a long, long time. This one looks like a much shorter term pattern than what we've faced with Nucypher. Multiple months going on the Nucypher one. But as we finally broke out of it, we shot straight up, and we were at least 3 or 4 times above where this thing was. So I'm not expecting that to happen for Bitcoin. I think we'll get back to 68K once we break this top line of resistance on the broadening wedge. We do have a support line of 46.6. We're 48,273. But if we do break below 46.6, 44K is still an area where I think we have real support. But again, this is a rectangular pattern shaping up to be, and we're getting closer to a decision. so long as we stay over 46.6. In the meantime, going over to Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so I also drew this area of resistance right now because we've had support, resistance, and resistance again in the channel, pushing this thing all the way down, and now coming back in the channel right now. We'll see how this thing acts at the 42. The low 42s seem to be an area that it needs to get over. But, we're happy that it's under. So right now, looking like we have resistance in the 42.10 range. We're 41.95. So keeping this thing suppressed is good for altcoins. Anyway, pretty much that's all I've got. Nucypher 72 and keep at 61. Talk soon.